So, ladies and gentlemen, this is part two of our look at the career of Grant Fuhr. The first part talked about his rise from humble beginnings as a biracial individual, half black, half First Nation. His career leading to the Victoria Cougars, great success, drafted by the Oilers. His 10 with Andy Moog and Bill Radford, tremendous 2 years, led to 5 cups, and he's fall from grace for his alleged involvement in substance abuse, specifically cocaine. But what we're going to talk about here is when the suspension was lifted by the NHL for this alleged cocaine use, and what happened right after. Now, when the suspension was eventually lifted in early 1991, he found himself traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs in a 7-player deal. After a season and a half in Toronto, he was traded again, this time to the Buffalo Sabres on February 2nd, 1993. Now, in Buffalo, he played a role in the Sabres' dramatic first-round playoff victory over the Boston Bruins and helped instill a winning attitude in the organization and mentored the young Dominik Hasek. Fuhr then had a successful 94 season with the Sabres, initially sharing goalie duties with Hasek. Hasek became the Sabres' full-time starting goalie after Fuhr suffered multiple injuries. Fuhr and Hasek were then awarded the Williams H. Jennings Trophy for the campaign for the fewest goals allowed by an NHL team. Now, in May 93, while a member of the Sabres, Fuhr was for some reason denied membership in the neighboring Transit Valley Country Club. At the time, rumors floated that the denial was based on race, as several of Fuhr's white teammates had been granted membership. Club officials denied and rejected Fuhr based on race. Rather, his application contained incorrect and incomplete information. Now, various acts of vandalism at the club occurred after news of Fuhr's rejection surfaced, including an incident where vandals burned a swastika onto one of the greens. In light of the negative publicity, the club reversed its position and offered Fuhr not only a membership, but an apology as well. Fuhr rejected the membership and joined nearby Lancaster Country Club. The club also temporarily suspended its membership committee and had an anti-bias policy written into his bylaws. So according to my sources, take it as you will, the people he applied to had no idea who Grant Fuhr was. That's the spin. Can you imagine not knowing who Grant Fuhr is? Idiotic. Anyway, now with Hasek now accounts in the Sabres' debt, Fuhr was dealt to the LA Kings. On February 14, 1995, reuniting with Gretzky. Although he began the season out of shape and was considered to be past his prime, his career saw a resurgence when he signed as a free agent with the St. Louis Blues on July 14, 1995, before the 95-96 campaign. He played 79 games that season, 76 consecutively, which are both NHL records. On November 30th, 1995, Fuhr earned his 300th career win versus the Jets. Now, Fuhr and Gretzky became teammates for the third time when the Blues acquired Gretzky in a trade with the Kings on February 27, 1996. The 96 playoff run for Fuhr ended prematurely as Maple Leafs forward Dick Kyprios ran into him in the crease in the first round, causing him to tear several knee ligaments. John Casey had to play the rest of the playoffs. This is the former Vezina Trophy winner we talked about in the previous podcast. Now, the Blues met Toronto in the first round, but lost to Detroit in the next. And even though over the next 3 years he became one of the 3 winningest goalies in Blues history, along with Mike Louis and Curtis Joseph, Fuhr never really recovered from his injury. After the Blues signed Roman Turek as their new number 1 goalie in 1999, Fuhr was traded to the Calgary Flames on September 5th, 1999. He spent 1 season there being a mentor for Calgary's young goalies, including Freddie Brathwaite, and on October 22nd, 1999, he earned his 400th career win against the Panthers. He eventually announced his retirement before the 2000 and 2001 season. Now, Fuhr international play, of course, was stellar. He was named to the 84 Canada Cup team, but saw limited action due to the tournament, again due to injury. Fuhr was again selected to represent Canada for the 87 Canada Cup. It was there he cemented his reputation as one of the best goalies in the game, playing against a tough Soviet Union squad. Fuhr turned away shot after shot during the 3-game final, where Canada lost the first 6-5 and won the next 2 6-5 and 6-5. He also played for Canada at the 89 Worlds, where he won a silver medal. Now, Fuhr was eventually hired to be the Coyotes goalie coach on July 22nd, 2004. Now, he held the position until the end of the 09 season when he was replaced by Sean Burke, one of the best minds in hockey for goaltending. He held a similar post with the Flames in 2001 and 2002. Now, in 2015, Fuhr collaborated on his biography. Excuse me, I take a drink, ladies and gentlemen. On his biography with Bruce Dobican called Grand Fuhr, the story of a hockey legend. Sorry about that, a little bit of gas. Now, Fuhr has also been a regular competitor in retirement at the American Century Championship, an annual competition to determine the best goalies, best golfers among American sports and entertainment celebrities. The tournament is played at the Edgewood Tahoe Golf Course along the edge of Lake Tahoe. So getting to Fuhr's awards and their lengthy: All-Star Game selections 82, 84, 85, 86, 88, 89, first All-Star team in 88, second All-Star team in 82, Stanley Cup 84, 85, 87, 88, 90, Vezina in 88, William Jennings with Oshack 94, and Canada Cup All-Star team in 87. Now, in 1998, he was ranked number 70 on the Hockey News list of the 100 greatest NHL hockey players. I don't think that's accurate. I figure, ladies and gentlemen, at least top 50. Now, he's 31, was retired by the Edmonton Oilers on October 9, 2003. Now, inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2003 and the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame in 2004. Now, Wayne Gretzky has said on numerous occasions that he believes Fuhr is the greatest goalie in NHL history. Now, this is also mentioned in an interview with Wayne Gretzky, conducted by John Davidson as part of the 2003 DVD Ultimate Gretzky. I don't think he's the greatest goalie of all time, because when you got Jacques Plante and all the great money goaltenders through the years, the thing is with Fuhr, he was playing in front of a team where he could give up 5 goals if he played. And you see a lot of injuries too, so that extra 100 wins that could have been protected for him to be the number one of all time. But when he was on, there was none better. It's Grand Fuhr. You say Grand Fuhr is going to make the save, as I say. Now, he holds many records, most assists and points by the goalie during the regular season and playoffs combined, with 61. He's feeding Gretzky, of course, behind the net. He holds the NHL record for a longest undefeated streak by a goalie in his first NHL season with 23 in 82. Most assists in a single season by a goalie, 14 in 84. NHL record for most wins in a postseason, 16 in 88. NHL record for most games played by the goalie in a single season, 79 in 96. And the most consecutive appearances by a goalie, 76 and 96. Now, it's kind of interesting about the trades, and I have to go over this. Now, when he was traded to Toronto by Edmonton, he went along with the Anderson Greg Berube for Vinny Danfus, Peter Ring, Scott Thornton, and Luke Richardson. Now, when he was traded to Buffalo, it was for Dave Andreychuk, Darren Pupa, and their first round draft choice, Kenny Johnson. Now, the trade to LA for the Buffalo was with Boucher and Denny Sugarshoff for Alex Zitnik, Rob Stauber, Charlie Huddy, and Marion Menhart. Now, again, signed by free agent in St. Louis and officially announced retirement September 6, 2000. What was kind of interesting, ladies and gentlemen, he had 2 rehabilitation assignments in the AHL. One was in 94 in Rochester, where he won 3 games and tied 2, and he played 2 games with the St. John Flames. And I'd like to see if anybody out there can remember those 2 contests from any listeners from St. John, and let me know exactly how he did, because he only played 99 minutes in giving up 10 goals. But you know what, Grand Fuhr, he's one of the few goalies, I think, in any league to almost play 50,000 minutes. 868 playoff regular season games, 403, 295, 114. Playoffs, 92 and 50. And again, the big totals, of course, 84, he won 11 games. 85, he won 15. 86, he won 14. 87, he won 14. 88, he won 16. And career shutouts, kind of indicative, only 25, because he would always There was very few games that he would make everybody, not score in him. Now, Canada Cup, 84, 1 win, 1 tie. 87 Canada Cup, 6-1-2. And at the World Championships in 89, 1-3-1. Now, as it stands in 2020, the Grand Fuhr is 12 overall for victories. Ryan Miller is cropping up on him a little bit. But just to show what's ahead of him, ladies and gentlemen, and ahead of him right now, Glenn Hall, Esposito, Jacques Plante, Terry Sawchuk, Curtis Joseph, Henrik Lundqvist, Marc-Andre Fleury, Eddie Belfour, Roberto Luongo, Patrick Roy, and Martin Brodeur. So that's it's quite a list. So Grand Fuhr, for me, again, a top 50 player of all time. I honestly believe that, his game wasn't a game of intelligence. It was just raw, pure response to the play. And when he made a save, not the biggest, like I said, not the biggest goalie on the ice, ladies and gentlemen. Fuhr was what he called not really stand up, not really butterfly, but 5'10", 170, 175, 180, and he still is talked about 20 years after his retirement. When a young goalie's coming up, the parent might say, don't worry about giving up goals. Grand Fuhr used to do that all the time. You're allowed. And Grand Fuhr made it okay for a goalie to give up goals and still win. He said once on CBC, if we're leading at the end, I've done my job. I think I've done my job in the second partner. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. If you like our Oilers Tribute podcast, let us know. Give us a like, comment, and subscribe. And be careful on the roads in New Brunswick today. It's post-storm. It was power outages throughout the province last night. I would have done this yesterday, but of course, the power went out. You can't podcast without power, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day. Bye.